Hello you gorgeous lot, it's Gran here with another episode of Zawa Together on Grimer's Zawa Together server. Now then, we are working outside today and I've picked a little spot where I'm going to do an exhibit for the elephants. Yes. Now, I have a picture in my mind of what I want to do and I need to explain to you a little bit about the story behind it. There's a backstory. So these elephants have trundled through the jungle for a long, long way, and they've trundled through the jungle to find a watering hole, and that is what our exhibit is going to represent. So I've been out already, and I've taken quite a lot of this prairie grass up, and I'm going to do that for the rest of this, and then I'm going to get on with building the exhibit. Okay, so I've got rid of as much of that grass as possible, and now I've got some of this diorite, and I want 5 there, so I don't want it any closer than that, because I want a path in between this and the lion enclosure, and I want a bit of a path between this and where the the wall is going to be. It's going to come round here, and so I want this bit of a path, so this exhibit has to stay away from that wall. So this is what it looks like now. As you can see, that macaw is getting in on the action. Here are the lions, there look. And this is going to be the elephant. So it's going to be a bigger enclosure than the lions. But I'm only thinking of putting about 3 elephants in it. And I think that'll be quite enough actually. Right. So what I'm thinking is this watering hole is going to be in a bamboo forest. And I haven't actually used bamboo before. So let's have a look and see what we can do with bamboo. I've got a few stacks of bamboo here. And there's several different blocks I can make with it. Let's have a look, let's have a search and see what we get. So we have, we've got yellow bamboo as well. I have got yellow bamboo. I haven't got so much black though. So obviously the fences, which I'll need. I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm going to do the boundary wall yet, but it's going to involve fences, I think. I've got gates, but I don't think I need gates. We've got slabs and stairs. I don't think we'll need... There are the blocks. I don't think I'll need a door. Bamboo feeders. Let's have a look. How many do you get? So 4 little sticks of bamboo, you get 4 bamboo blocks. That's quite good, isn't it? That gives you quite a lot, actually. That is not too bad. I don't think I'll run out of those. Here we've got... trapdoors. I'll have to remember those. And these here, look, I've not seen these before. Tiny bamboo and dwarf bamboo. There's dwarf black bamboo there as well. I wonder how different that is. So those need 4 little bits and a bit of dirt. So that's quite cheap as well, actually. That is not too bad. I've got loads of dirt over here. Let's have a look and make some of those, and then we'll go out and see what they look like. Because I quite like the look of those. Look at that. I could have been using that in my other exhibit. Okay, so let me get some of this in here. Get a load of this. Right. There's chimes as well. I made some of those, and I've made some feeders as well. What do these look like? Those look quite interesting. Can you stack them? Oh, you can. Not quite sure why you would do that though. If you want to represent something else, I suppose. How close? Oh, they're in the middle of a block, so you can't put them right next to each other. So, I'm going to make some of this tiny bamboo. That's just 1 stick and 1 bit of dirt. Look at that. That could have been nice in a lot of places. Okay, I want to have a look at these two, see what they look like. Oh, look at that. Oh, I've missed out there. I never really thought of bamboo as an exhibit building block, but and you can walk through them as well. Not like the tall bamboo. Okay, so I've sort of got a bit of a boundary going on. So I'm now going to start digging down. I'm gonna make the exhibit in the ground, so it's going to go down, and we'll see how that looks. I'm just thinking now. I think I might put the blocks and the fence on top, so the blocks down. So, and I want it to tie in with the other, so I'm going to use this andesite block that I've chiselled, or chipped, should I say. How far apart? That looks okay, doesn't it? What does this look like in between? Oops, a daisy. Got caught on that grass. That don't look too bad, does it? But that's the top bit. Oh, this macaw really wants to get in on this video, doesn't it? So I'm going to go down a bit. And the blocks, I think, I'm going to put the blocks underneath there. See what they look like. Let's have that down there. And we'll put these in there. Just put some more in across there so I can get a better view. I think that's looking okay, actually. That is not looking too bad. This is, of course, is going to go down as high as this wall is. I'm not sure how high to have it, actually. We're talking about a big elephant, so I'm thinking maybe it's 3 blocks deep. I think maybe 3 blocks. Okay. I have gone down 3 blocks, and I think that is probably going to be okay. I've got to do a lot of dirt removal. Oh, that's that ravine where a lot of those mobs are. So I've got to be careful because I don't want to land myself down there, do I? Not really. So as I take blocks out, I'm going to underpin it with these blocks. Look at that, it's massive, this ravine, isn't it? Look at that skelly over there is trying to knock me off, I think. Ha! Fell off. Another one over there. Yes, get rid of you. Yeah, so that's how this is going to go. As I remove things off the top, I'm going to put it underneath so that it underpins this top bit. Because I don't want to be just digging through one block and then ending up at the bottom of the ravine. So I'll put it a couple of blocks deep. And I'm going to try and put as many torches in there as possible so that they spawn down at the bottom. And at some point, I think I'll go down there and light it all up. But I haven't got time to do that. I'm going to concentrate on the exhibit and get these walls in. I'm going to be digging up a lot of blocks here, and I'm sure I'll have enough. And it goes off at an angle anyway, so it's not under the whole of the exhibit. It sort of goes off on this corner, it goes off diagonally. So I think I should be alright with that, I think. Trying to get more lights in here as far as I can. And then putting these in. Like that. And it doesn't matter what block, does it really? Because you know these are not going to be seen from the bottom. So I'm using all the... Oh, look. No, 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 no. Don't be blowing me up. Get back. Horrid critter. Get these in here. A bit further in, I think. I don't have to go all the way because, as I say, it's going off at an angle. Get that there. And get some lighting in. There we go. That should be alright now. And the top layer for now, I'm going to put a top layer of grass on. You know, clean palette and all that. A clean canvas. I keep saying a palette, but it's not. It's a canvas. A clear canvas. Helps the imagination, I think. There we go. Right. More work. Okay. I quite like using this bamboo. It feels quite light and, you know. I'll have to think of ways of texturing it as well, because it's a bit flat. It really is a bit flat, but I think I can make it look a little bit more textured by doing different things with it. So, right, let me show you what I'm going to do in some of the areas that are a little bit like this here, this square, well, this right angle corner. I don't like that. So this is what I'm going to do to try and make it a little bit more curved and a little bit more textured. I keep saying the word textured. What I mean is trying to get some depth and some differences in the blocks in that corner, to try and make it look that it isn't just, you know, painted. So let's have a look. Oh, it's growing already. It's quite quick, isn't it? And then got some of this this tiny dwarf bamboo. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? And I think I want to mix it in a little bit to the, you know, around the edges, and then these in front. I think, yeah, because it gives it layers, doesn't it? And that adds to the texture as well, and creates depth. So I'm happy to have that like that. I must get some dwarf bamboo in the black bamboo as well. And most of these, I think, I'll have string on top so that we've got a little bit of control over how high they are. But I think I'll let some just run away with themselves and have them quite tall. So we'll see what it looks like at the end. If it looks ridiculous with some tall bits of bamboo, we can always chop them down a little bit. So that's the sort of look that I'm going for. Now, as far as adding some texture to the walls, I'm thinking maybe I could knock out a block and put a fence in there. Like that. It gives it some depth there. Let's spread that out a little bit. I'll put one in there. Now that's at the top, so it'll join with the fence. I'm not sure about that. That at the bottom, that I can't have that bottom like that. We'll put another block in there. Like that. That is not too bad, actually. Okay, I've been doing quite a lot of landscaping. Putting grass down. Gotta get rid of all this. I need me workbenches and I've left them all down here. So I need to pick them up. No, that needs an axe. There we go. And that one. Whoops, pop in that one. And this one. Oh, that needs a pick. There we go. And I want that one as well. And while I'm here, I'm just going to have a peek at everybody and see how they're doing. Let me just put these away. Those go in my workbench backpack. That one as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the pond sliders. Oh, there's one there. Oh, they're all at the bottom. Oh my goodness, I had a bit of a heart attack then. Nice, they're happy. And the dwarf crocs, where are they? That one's still there. Where's the other one? Oh, he's down here, look. Nice. The Indian gharials. They're still there, that's alright. How are the tree monitors getting on? Oh, they're getting about, look. They're getting about. Yep. And the spectacled caimans. Oh, they're right down at the bottom here. Oh, they're liking that, aren't they? They're liking being in there. Oh, what's that one? Oh, it's landed on the inside of the glass. That looks really weird, doesn't it? Nice. And where's the other one? There it is, look, I can see it. Nice. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back and do a bit more work on this exhibit for the elephants. Yeah. Oh, I hope he's not going to get stuck down there. Oh, they're not. They really like their exhibit, don't they? I think I might just pick up this, I think. Because I haven't got one in my inventory. That's it. Keep that there. Right, let's get back and do some more work. Is it night time? No, it's daytime. It's daytime. Let's just zip over there. Yeah, I think I'm quite liking the size actually. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay, we've just got this bit to do here. Let me put these on all the way across. There we go. Now I keep looking at this side and thinking that is a long straight wall. It might look different when I've finished texturing it, so I'll just keep on doing that, I think. Adding a bit of depth with these fences. See if there's anything else I can do to just change it up a little bit. Well, we'll see how I feel about it in a bit. I'll keep looking at it. You know what I'm like. If I don't like it, it's coming out. Let's add another one down here. And I think I should be able to do something on the diagonals as well, actually. Let's see what I can do with those. I need to put extra blocks in because I didn't want the dirt to be showing through. So I'm putting those like that and then just adding a fence in the corner. And I think that is looking okay. I quite like that. Trapdoors is another thing that I've thought of. So just give it a different level. There we go. That is the walls done, I think. I think I'm quite happy with that. Right, I'm going to put the pond in next because it's going to be fairly central, is that? And this is going to be the watering hole that they've trumped all the way through the jungle to get to. So it's going to be a fairly big pond. Not going to be a deep one though. There, what do you think of that? Do you ever fly over and see what it looks like in relation to the boundary walls? See if it makes sense. Oh, it wants to be bigger, doesn't it? Looks like a donut. Let's make it bigger. Let's go down here. Okay, I want to make it look muddy on one side, so I've chosen this side to do that with. So I'm just going to take some blocks out, and I've got some mud blocks, and beside them being in the pond I want to put them outside the pond as well, because if you've got a muddy pond edge, it would come up from the bottom out towards the edge, wouldn't it? Oh, listen to that, wow. Very squelchy. There we go. Let's get these. Oh, listen to that with me walking on it. So I'm going to replace some of these as well. Actually, I could put them in there, couldn't I? And then put some more on the outside here. Oh, no, I did not want that to happen. Oh! Oh, I've got some mud balls instead of blocks. Right, so I better use my Silk Touch to pick up any more. Otherwise I'm going to have to go and find some. Let's have a look. There we go. I'll have it round there as well. Mud block. Are these different? These are different. Oh. They're a little bit more... Well, they look a bit drier, don't they? And they sound a bit drier as well. Like there's more soil in this mud and less water. So we could have that mixed in with it. Let me just... maybe that should be scattered in the grass instead of the wet looking or wet sounding mud. I'm not sure how I should do that actually. Let's try it on the outside, because I think that should then lead to grass. So let me take this out of there. And let's have it more on this side, I think. Round here. So to give it sort of a layered effect. Sort of, you know, wet, then drier, then dry sort of thing. I think that could possibly go in there. Not as muddy on that side. I'm using this Dakite block because it's got podzol on it. I haven't got much podzol. So I thought I'd use this, seeing as it was in the grass and you're not going to be able to see the side of it. And you can plant stuff on it. So that's alright. I think I'll put some out in the grass as well, away from the pond. That's looking alright, I think. Quite like that. Oh, love that sound. I think that's looking alright. I quite like that. Yeah. Right, let's get the rest of this pond done. And get the bottom out. I'm going to start off with some coarse dirt. Put this all over. Put some gravel in because we need gravel to put the reeds and the cattails in. I think I'll just put cattails in this one actually. And this spruce mulch, I think. And I'm going to put a bit of rocky stone in. I might put 1 or 2 cobblestones as well in. There we go. I'm trying slabs, but I'm not sure. Not sure these will stay. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a height variety, but I'm not quite sure. In fact, I might actually put lighting in there. Because I think I'd like the lighting in the pool. I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look. Oops-a-daisy, if I can get up here in the right place. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Pop these back in there. And those. Yeah, that's looking alright, isn't it? Quite like that. What am I doing now? I'm looking for lighting. That's what I'm looking for. So let's have a look. I'm thinking that I'm going to put these lanterns around on the andesites. I need to make some more of those. And then I think I'll use the blue glow cane that Maddie gave me. I've got those enchanted ones, but I think I'll use these instead of the slabs. Because there's going to be blue water on top, so I don't think they're going to stand out very much. And I think I will put some leaves on top. I think that should look okay. I think. I have used that before, but because you're quite a bit higher looking down into the let's get these out, into the exhibit, I don't want them to be glaring. I'm wanting is it this one? Must be this one, the glass blower, because it's glass. It's lighting. Let's have a look. No, I think it's this one actually. I think it's this one. Let's just... Oh, I haven't got any lanterns. I need some lanterns. I need some nuggets. I need some iron nuggets. Right. I should have some in me actually. I should have some iron in the backpack that I've got on. Let's just put this in there. And let's have a look. Here we are. Look, some iron blocks. Because I've got so much iron, you would not believe it. And then I want these in there. We'll just put a few in to start off with to make sure I'm getting what I want. There we go. Now we want some torches in the middle and some nuggets around the outside. and those make lanterns. Very good, very good. Let's just make a few more. Alright, one more then. I need more nuggets. Whoa, there. And I'll just use those up. Right, that should be enough to go around the edge of the exhibit. Right, so if I put these in there, then I can choose what type I want, and I want that one for now. Right, these, oh, those lions. I'm going to put these all along the outside, just like on the other exhibits. Nearly done. That one, and that one. Now, I've got some of this dwarf black bamboo, and I'm wanting to put this at the back. Didn't want to take that much out, but never mind, I can always put it back again. Just one or two in there, and then I'm going to put these in front because I don't want them glaringly obvious, but you can just see a bit of the darkness at the back there. I think that I quite like that. I'm going to take these out and put these in. There we go. There. There we go. I didn't bring any leaves with me. Leaves. Oh, there they are. It's all green, you see. I couldn't see it. There we go. That one. And this. Yeah, I think that's all right. I think probably another one over here. I think just there. Okay. I think that should do. Alright, let's get some water in. There we go. Oh, got one there. There we go. Okay. Oh! Excuse me, that's an exhibit. There's going to be elephants in there. Excuse me. Oh dear. Note in there, empty nets are those. Oh yeah, can't scroll it, that's all he's got. Okay, well I'm just saying, there's elephants going to be in here. I'm just saying. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to put some of these in. There we go. I might get some seagrass, but then, you know, it's the same problem, isn't it? Seagrass, kelp, all belongs in the sea, and this is just a pond. Right, how many of these? I've got some in the middle there. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think I want much more than that. I'll have a couple of... Well, I'll have one of those. I'm going to have a different one up here. This one. That guy's still over there. I'm going to put these in little clumps all around the pond as well. There we go. And then I'm going to put some ordinary, or some of the green, tiny bamboo around it. Okay. Same as this one, I think. I want to put these all the way around the sides here. There we go. So these patches of bamboo are just going to give you a taste of what a bamboo forest is like. I can't say that I like the bamboo forest in Minecraft because you just can't get through them, can you really? You know, I think they're just too much bamboo, but maybe that's what it's like in real life because I've never been in one. Got string out now. And let's just pop some of these on here as well. Oh, I can't get to that one. Is that there? Can't get to that one. I'll have to come around the back for that one. Can I jump? That's it. Nice. Get rid of this. Okay, I'm just going to add more and more of this in. There's not going to be much else in here because it's all bamboo. And it's all going to remain bamboo. And there's just going to be more bamboo. Oh, I can't get this on. It's not going on. Oh, that might be because it's got a trapdoor there. Okay, let's do these instead. Another one. Nope. What's that guy doing? Right. I hope he goes by himself. I don't want to have to forcibly remove him. That's looking pretty good. I like that. Now then, I'm afraid there was a bit of a catastrophe because the last couple of hours of working on this exhibit have been lost to a corrupt file, I'm afraid. So I can't show you the rest of the process. I'm a bit sad about that, really. But I think I explained enough right at the beginning what I was trying to achieve. So I think all I can do now is just show you the finished article. The elephants are in now, but that was one of the things that obviously I recorded as well, putting the elephants in. Because I quite enjoy doing that, putting the animals in at the end. But they're in now. I can't do anything about it. All I can say is keep calm and carry on. So, let me show you. Let me show you the finished thing. So as I mentioned at the beginning, imagine a whole herd of elephants really trundling through the jungle looking for a watering hole. And they come across this bamboo forest and they get through that, and here is a little watering hole, a little oasis in the jungle. And this is what they've come to. You can see a little bit of muddiness there. They haven't actually got in there because I think that'd be a bigger bit of muddiness. So they've just got here, and I think they're quite enjoying it actually. Let me just get this in there because I'm gonna get in, and I just want, as an emergency measure, if they come to attack me, I don't think they will, but if they're coming to attack me, I can just fly off real quick. So yeah, there they are in their new habitat. And I think it's worked out quite well. I didn't want it overly, populated with bamboo, but I think the bamboo that's in it gives you a taste of what I was trying to achieve here. Gosh, that is loud. That is very loud. I think at some point I'm going to have to get under here and get rid of all those mobs in the ravine. Although I think this is a little hole underneath here instead, because the ravine's over that side. But I've put some coarse dirt and I've mixed that in with, on this side, podzol, as I said earlier. And I've also put some spruce mulch to go with the coarse dirt around here, just to give it a little bit of a worn look. And I think that works quite well. I didn't want to do too much to the grass because the elephants have only just got here. And they haven't trundled it down too much. Let me just turn this down a bit. It's really distracting. Okay, right down there. Okay, I'll have to get rid of those at some point. So, what was I saying? Yes, the pathing. It isn't a proper path. It's just a little bit of the spruce mulch and the coarse dirt sprinkled in amongst the grass around here. It's got some bits of grass as well as this tiny bamboo, which I absolutely love. I'm going to be using that elsewhere. And then, of course, the dwarf bamboo. I've put the bromeliads in by the pond, though. I think, Jeannie, you'll appreciate those. I think you quite like my bromeliads, don't you? And I've just thickened it out a little bit on both sides, on the pond edge and on the boundary edge. And I've done the ponds just like I usually do ponds, really. But with less in. I've just seen those over there. I've got to get rid of those. I'll have to wait though. I'm hoping the elephants will move. I like looking at this black bamboo just sprinkled in amongst the rest of the bamboo. I wouldn't want it all to be black bamboo, I don't think. But it just adds a little bit of depth and just varies the textures that are there. I've put some of these lights all around as well because they're quite small and the colours almost blend. I've put some of these feeders in as well. And you can't put anything in them. So again, you've got to use your imagination that they are feeding the elephants. And then over here, I've got some of those, keeping behind them elephants, these wind chimes. Wouldn't it be lovely if they made a little tinkling sound every so often? Because they are wind chimes. I know you don't get wind in Minecraft, but, just, be nice if they did. So, and I don't think these bamboo, the very tall ones, I don't think they look ridiculous. But if you think they do, I might chop them down. So I'll have to see what comments come back with this. So there is my watering hole for the elephants. Yeah. I'm quite happy with it. I don't think I'd do anything else with it, really. I suppose I could have put a tree or two in it, but then I think that would detract from... Well, it would leave less space for the elephants. So I'm quite happy not putting that in and just having the bamboo. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So you'll have to tell me what you would do differently if you were going to do... And remember, though, this is a scene, it's an oasis in a bamboo forest. So would you do that any different? Would you put anything different in it? I'd love to know. So... Can I get a little bit closer to this baby elephant over here without them two coming over? I don't think it's their baby. I don't even know if this baby relates to those two elephants over there because it is quite a darker colour, but I don't know. Maybe babies are darker. I don't know. Hello? Can I come a bit closer? Hello? Look, he's giving me the side eye here. Hello? It's not moving. It's frozen. Oh, he is. Oh, he's standing on that light. I think they are as well, actually. Let me come round down here. Oh, my goodness me. They are huge. It's hard to estimate how, what size these creatures are before you let them loose. But I don't think I'd do this any different anyway. So let's do a flyover and see what it looks like from the air. There we go. Try and avoid the lion enclosure. Oh, well, you didn't get much of a glance there, did you? I wonder if I can land on that tree. Let me just... Yeah, I did. Let me get to the edge of here so you can actually look down and see what it's like inside. There. Yeah. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not quite sure at the moment whether I'm going to leave the very tall bamboo tall like they are. I'm not quite sure. But if you're looking for the elephants and you spot the bamboo, you'll know that they're there, won't you? But yeah. And I didn't put flowers and, greenage on this side of the pond because I'm thinking the elephant's going to wallow in there. And there's not going to be much there in the, in the way of flowers, or greenery. So yeah, so that's it for this week. I'm quite happy with that. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm quite happy for some constructive criticism because that's the only way people learn to do better, don't they? So I'm always striving to get better. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.